Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Fangirls Only. This week, our special guest is Sleepy Benjamin. So, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. It's great to be here. I love your podcast, and I'm very excited to be on today.
So, you recently dropped a song called a few weeks ago called Flaky People, which is so good, and the fans are loving it. So, what was your creative process when you made the song, and does it have any unique story behind it?
Yeah, totally. It's funny. I don't know if I can swear on this podcast, but
Thank you.
honestly, that song was just born out of pure fuckery. To be fair, like it was just I had two good friends of mine come over to my little home studio that I'm that I'm sitting in now, and it originated with just I just had a drum beat on my computer, and that was all. And they sort of I was going through a whole bunch of sort of like a few different beats that I had because were going to write a song that day, and everyone just really liked the beat of that one. And then I think I um, at some point just came up with the hook. I'm so done with fake people, and then that was kind of all the ammunition we needed, and we just thought, all right, let's go. Let's just write a song about flaky people. Yeah, it was just a complete like it just came very naturally and organically, and was just it's not too serious. It's not a very serious song. It was just born out of a very fun, enjoyable session with friends, and it was written over the course of probably just like two sessions, so it came
Oh,
very quickly.
that's great. So, you've also released an album in August called One Day, which is absolutely amazing. So, can you tell us about the album and your favorite songs off it?
Totally. So One Day is actually it started off as a song called One Day, and that one is kind of all about actualizing your potential and coming to a place of understanding your self-worth and really just trusting the process, which is something that is a very kind of central theme to everything that I do and am doing currently. And I decided to put a whole bunch of songs under that body of work, including several like release songs, just because I felt like the overall theme of trusting the process was one that I resonated really strongly with, and I felt that listeners would as well. And I also wanted to take listeners kind of on a journey a little bit, just so that they could, I guess, hear how my mind has just, I guess, evolved over the course of the last year. And so, One Day as an album really, I think, encapsulates that evolution. It's just a whole bunch of songs that was written over the course of a year, um, which just kind of show where my mental state has been at. And I think my favorite songs off it are probably Wish You Well and, of course, One Day, which again is just all about, just really understanding the value that you as a human bring, and just trusting the process.
That's awesome. So, I always love asking artists this next question.
Yeah.
So, if you were to open for any artist on tour, what would it be and why?
Yeah, got it. There's a band who I've been listening to a lot lately called New West, who I absolutely adore. Um, I would definitely love to open for them. Same with Labyrinth. I love all of his music, all of his stuff. I adore just his creativity and his skills as a both a producer and a guitarist and a singer as well. He's just a very talented human. Um, and who else? There's also a singer called K Flay, and she's really awesome. I just love her vocal timbre and the kind of the grit and the rawness that she brings to all of her songs. So I think it'd be really cool to open for any of those artists. But to be honest, it's a very long list. I'm just it's hard to narrow it down to a few.
So, if you were to host a music festival, which artist would you want to perform at the festival? You can be.
Um, yeah, yeah, totally. Oh, if I was to host a music festival. I mean, definitely, I want to bring any of the along any of the artists that I just mentioned. But I think if I was going to host a festival, I'm probably gonna go a different route with this question, because I think a lot of people want to host like a big sort of energetic festival with lots of upbeat tracks, and I'm going to go the opposite way. And because I don't know if there's like a lo-fi festival that exists or like a chill festival, but I have this idea for like Sleepy Beats Festival or something, which is just like a whole bunch of lo-fi artists. And because I actually have a lo-fi project on the side that not many people know about. And
Now people.
yeah, it's called Rainy, and it's just music for like meditating, chilling out, decompressing. And I like the idea of having like a festival or designated space where people can just come and sleep and just or meditate or just chill. And I probably, yeah, I don't know, I'd get a bunch of lo-fi artists, I guess, like Maya Ook, or I don't know if I pronounced their name right, but or Oven, or Jeff Kale, just classic sort of lo-fi artists, and just chill artists.
That'd be like a very like calming festival instead of like
Yeah,
Coachella or something like it's always like upbeat and like
yeah, exactly, exactly, and that's what I like the idea of, just people like can just rock up in their pajamas and just chill,
that.
super low key.
Yeah. So, do you have any crazy or unique stories behind your songs?
Um, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the songs that I put out, well, all of the music really that I put out, I tried to have like a, well, yeah, I generally, in my opinion anyway, have kind of like an interesting or personal story that is reflected in that song. But what comes to mind when you ask that question is actually I'm in the middle of producing a song right now that I began writing with a couple friends of mine when I was on tour in Japan a few months ago this year. And it was written in Tokyo, and the song is kind of like my love letter to Tokyo and Japan, and just kind of encapsulates the craziness and the intensity of Tokyo as a city. And I think it's kind of cool because obviously, the city which the song's written about, it was written in that city, and now it's been produced here, so it's in Australia, so it's very like international. But what's kind of cool about it is I've recorded a Japanese sanshin, which is like a stringed instrument, kind of like I guess a Japanese guitar, if you like, which I've decided to record on the track, just to kind of add like that, I guess, little extra flair. And it's created a really cool sound. And yeah, I'm super excited for people to hear it. It's, as I said, just kind of my love letter to Japan.
Nice. So, this is the last question. And is there any song in the world that you ever want to like you ever like picture yourself writing, or like if the artist didn't write it, like you would write it? That's kind of
Um,
worded weird, but
no, no, no,
you know
no.
what I mean.
There's a lot of songs that I wish I'd written, to be honest. I Freedom by George Michael is like one of my all-time favorites. Has been since a kid. Um, Love that song. Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. Those two are my sort of all-time favorites. Those Eyes by New West, I think, is like one of the prettiest songs I've ever heard. It makes me think about my fiance, who I've written a song for her, and it as good as I could do it. But I just love Those Eyes by New West. That was sort of the vibe I tried to encapsulate. It's a really really beautiful song. Um, what else? Yeah, I mean, so many songs. The Scientist by Coldplay. Just yeah, there's so many phenomenal songs out there. I'm very jealous of so many artists who've written some absolute bangers.
You've written some amazing songs too, so don't worry.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's an ongoing process. Like I said before, just like trusting the process and just yeah, I think what's cool about being a songwriter and an artist is the idea that you're always constantly honing your craft and there's always something fresh that can come out of a session, which no one's thought of before. And yeah, so I'm always just trying to like build upon um, just the work that I've done and just get better and yeah, just do the best work I can.
So that was all the questions. So thank you so much for coming on. It was amazing having you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.